Grant, a 3-1 defeat here against Notts County, a tough day at the office.
Yeah, obviously the result suggests that. First half, look, we know how they play. They're a possession-based team, and for all their play, the first half we had 3 very good opportunities where we should make it count, and we don't. And then we concede off a cross into our box, and we leave somebody who scored 40-odd goals last year free, which is unacceptable. And then it happens again straight after half time, where we don't pick him up. He's in the middle of our goal, and it's happened. So it's giving ourselves a mountain to climb when that happens. We could feel the frustrations. Maybe dwindled into the boys a little bit as well after that, and yeah, it's not a good performance from us by any stretch of the imagination. But fair play to Notts County, they played well.
Why was he allowed so much time?
That's something we'll get to the bottom of over the weekend. It's not as if we're saying, Joe, and would he just leave Langstaff, let him score? We asked him to pick him up. So it's we need to understand why he's free.
Frustrated with the cross as well for the first goal. Bostock just had an age, really.
Yeah. I mean, look, if you watch it back, we don't sprint, we don't close it down quick enough. We let him just cross the ball, and this is something we have to improve on. What I see at the minute is teams with more energy and more aggression about them than us out of possession at the minute, and that's something that I can't live with. I can live with getting beat when a team is head and shoulders above us and stuff like that. And look, at times a day Notts County were, and they've been together for a while. But I can't live with people not running, working, and things like that. So that's on us.
And why do you think that's crept in?
Don't know. I'm not sure. Again, there's a lot of questions for me and my staff to speak about this evening and tomorrow. But there's a long way to go in the season. We can't keep saying this though. It's been a poor start for us. We've given our fans absolutely nothing to cheer about it at home in the 3 games that we've had, and it's a really disappointing day for us.
Are there more questions at the moment than you've got answers to?
I don't know. I mean, look, we're still working to try and find the right blend. It's tough at the minute, obviously, with the amount of injuries we've got and not being able to move people in and out. But I've never been about excuses. Today we just didn't get to them enough for me. Look, first half, for example, they have one opportunity, one chance, they score from it. We had 3 opportunities where Molyneux probably had 2, Tyler's had 1, and nothing comes off it. And that's so frustrating. We need more in them moments in games. When the game's tight and there's tight games and things like that, you need to show better quality than that. You need to finish. You need to make sure you're crossing somebody else is finishing, or something comes from it.
You say Notts County are a possession-based team. What was the plan of attack to try and combat that coming into this one?
Well, first half I thought you've probably seen it. Look, the goalkeeper will stay on the ball a little bit like we played against Hull. And we wanted to make sure that we had good positions around that so we could break. And I think there was 2 or 3 opportunities where we broke on them and we had a chance. And like I said to you, we didn't take the chance. So unfortunately, when that happens, you give yourselves a mountain to climb when we can see the silly goal across into our box and Langstaff's free. And then again, second half, we make 3 changes at half time to try and add a bit of spark and energy into the team. And within 30 seconds or a minute, same thing happens again. Cross into our box, we don't pick them up. So it's we haven't given ourselves any chance to get going in the second half after that.
What was the rationale behind the 3 changes?
Just freshness, just energy. I wasn't seeing enough at the top end of the pitch, so I felt as if we needed to change it.
And you say it didn't have the desired effect. Did you get the feeling that Notts County, it's a cliche, but wanted it more? Just had that determination, that bit more fight and fire in the bellies?
It could look like that, and that would be really hard for me to say yes, because this is my team I'm talking about here. But again, work in progress for us. We need to understand why people aren't getting to the ball, why people aren't sprinting, why the energy's not there. Is it something we're doing in training? Is it? I don't know. There's a lot of things that we need to speak about, myself and the staff, to make sure we get it right. For games coming up. How
did the 3 lads who you brought off take it?
Not bothered, personally. It's not about the 3 lads that came off. It's about the team. We lost the game because us as a team, not just them three.
Satona looks bright.
Yeah, he looked alright. Scored a good goal. Mo looked bright when he came on. I thought Owen Bailey was excellent in the game. You know, I wish we had 10 of them out there today. You know, the energy and the appetite and the aggression he was showing. So yeah, not a good day for us. But look, we have to watch this back and we have to look at it and we have to learn from it and we have to understand why we're not doing certain elements of the game plan.
To what extent is this a reality check for people who thought, well, it's new manager, new squad? You know, it seems to be kind of historically like the same problems are recurring, and you know it's hard to snap out of.
Well, everything takes time.
Yeah,
you know, Rome wasn't built in a day. We ain't exactly, you know, miracle workers. It's not as if we're going to come in and everything's just going to be hunky dory and rosy. It's not. There's a lot of work to do. It's a new group. Still understanding and adapting to this league. There's a lot of players adapting to the league. So they're only going to improve. I'm still a firm believer we'll improve. We'll get better as the season comes on. But we need to understand what it takes first and foremost.
Is there anything you can do in the short term to address that?
Just working the training ground, working the video analysis room, constant working, no stone left unturned, making sure the players understand what we're actually trying to do.
Can you finally, from me, give us a flavour of what you've said to the players after the game?
No, that'll stay in the change room. Thank you.
Right, how are you feeling yourself after watching that? Because I think it's fair to say we're all pretty shocked and a little bit numb, to be honest. After
I'm gutted personally, devastated, disappointed. You know, for I think the first half has really upset me, to be frank. Look, there's nothing. I think they had 8 shots in the game. We had 8 shots in the game. For all the possession they had, they didn't really hurt us apart from the 3. They were clinical with the goals. And obviously you can say, well, they did hurt you. They scored 3 goals, but I think you understand what I'm saying. We had opportunities, we didn't take them. And we've just gifted them. Again, we've gifted a lot of goals this season already to the opposition. And that's probably the most frustrating thing for me. You know, we know Langstaff got the goals, all the goals he got last season. To leave him free twice in the box. In fact, we left him in the second half where Lawsey's made a really good save as well. So, yeah, that's just not. I just can't comprehend that and how we can do that.
Is that the biggest priority for you now, the defensive side of things?
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. Well, from a team point of view, not just the back 4 and the goalkeeper, and it's from a team. We need to be better defensively and more organised and more hard to beat. You know, and at the minute, you know, you can't build anything if you haven't got that behind you. You know, that foundation of clean sheets and trying to build from there. So at the minute, yeah, we're way miles away from where we need to be defensively as a team.
Yeah, I mean, the last time you were here, I think your team was a real pleasure to watch. You know, you had a ruthless streak, a real edge about you, a nastiness about you. That today was just a million miles away.
Absolutely, yeah. I agree with you. I can't disagree with that. But we hope we have the right people and the right personnel in there that has that. At the minute, they're not showing it. Of course they're not, and that's clear to see for everybody. But we're hoping it comes out of them.
Is this a club that's still bearing the scars of the last 2 years, do you think? Is there a deeper problem?
I don't know. I mean, I can't speak about the last 2 years. All I can speak about is what we see at the minute. You know, we've been supported very well. We get everything we need. There's nothing wrong inside where we work. So, you know, we've got great support from Gavin and David and Terry and all the people around the club. So that would be me just sitting here making excuses when there is none. You know, the performance today is not where we want to be. No way, by the imagination. And we need to get away from these mistakes and errors that are leading to goals and big moments in games for us. You know, and for us to concede off a set play today, which was just a short pass back to the taker, with all the time in the world to put a ball in our box. And then for a centre forward, like I said, who scored all them goals last season, just to be free, is unacceptable. And the same for the second goal. You know, it's just a throw in that comes back and we just leave him spare. It's just criminal.